The past 4 years have been a time of unprecedented economic turmoil affecting every corner of our society. Inflation has soared, eating away at the savings and incomes of hardworking Americans, leaving many to wonder how they will make it through the next month. The cost of living has skyrocketed, making it increasingly difficult for families to make ends meet. Essentials like food, gas, and housing have become almost luxuries for some. The American dream, once a beacon of hope for so many, now feels like a distant memory. The promise of prosperity and stability seems to be slipping away. The official inflation numbers don't tell the whole story. Behind the statistics are real people facing real hardships. Every trip to the grocery store, every fill-up at the gas station is a stark reminder of the economic reality facing millions. The struggle is palpable and unrelenting. The value of the dollar is shrinking, and the purchasing power of hard-earned wages is diminishing. What used to be enough to support a family now barely covers the basics. This is not just an economic crisis, it's a crisis of confidence in the very fabric of our nation. People are losing faith in the system that was supposed to protect them. The economic policies of the current administration have failed to address the root causes of inflation. Instead of solutions, we have seen more problems arise. Instead, they have exacerbated the problem, leading to record levels of national debt and a devalued currency. The future looks uncertain and bleak. The American people deserve better. They deserve a government that listens and acts in their best interest. They deserve leadership that understands the struggles of working families and is committed to implementing policies that promote economic growth and stability. Real change is needed. The time for empty promises and failed policies is over. The American people are demanding action and accountability. We need real solutions to address the very real challenges facing our nation. It's time for innovative thinking and bold action. The American dream is slipping away, and it's time to fight to reclaim it. Together we can build a future where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. The most basic necessities of life have become increasingly unaffordable. Food prices have soared, leaving families struggling to put nutritious meals on the table. The cost of gas has reached record highs, making it difficult for people to commute to work or transport their children to school. Parents are forced to make impossible choices between putting food on the table and keeping a roof over their heads. Seniors are struggling to afford life-saving medications. The working class, the backbone of this country, is being squeezed from all sides. The rising cost of energy is not just an inconvenience, it's a threat to our economic security. It drives up the cost of everything from transportation to manufacturing, further fueling the cycle of inflation. The current administration's energy policies have made us more reliant on foreign oil and less energy independent. This dependence makes us vulnerable to global market fluctuations and geopolitical instability. We need to unleash American energy production, create jobs, and reduce our dependence on foreign sources. We need to empower American workers and businesses to thrive, not just survive. The American dream, the idea that anyone can achieve success through hard work and determination, is under threat. The current economic climate has created a sense of uncertainty and despair among many Americans. They see a future where their children will be worse off than they are, where the promise of a better tomorrow seems increasingly out of reach. The current administration's policies have eroded the middle class, the very foundation of our society. They have created an environment where the wealthy and well-connected prosper while working families struggle to keep their heads above water. This is not the America we know. This is not the America we deserve. We need a return to the principles that made America great: individual liberty, limited government, and free markets. We need policies that empower individuals, not government bureaucrats. We need to unleash the entrepreneurial spirit that built this nation and restore faith in the American dream. The American spirit is one of resilience and optimism. We have faced challenges before, and we have always emerged stronger. But we need leadership that believes in the promise of America, leadership that will fight for the forgotten men and women of this country. Section 4. A promise of change, Trump's return to the forefront. In these uncertain times, many Americans are looking for a leader who can restore their faith in the future, someone who can navigate the complexities of today's world and bring about meaningful change. Donald Trump, who has announced his candidacy for the upcoming presidential election, is promising to do just that. He aims to rekindle the spirit of his previous campaign, focusing on the issues that resonate with his base. He is campaigning on a platform of economic nationalism, promising to bring back jobs, renegotiate trade deals, and put America first. His message is clear: prioritize American workers and industries above all else. Trump's supporters believe that he is the only one who can fix the economy and restore America's standing in the world. They see him as a strong leader who can cut through the political noise and deliver results. They point to his record on the economy during his first term, which saw record low unemployment rates and a booming stock market. These economic indicators are often cited as proof of his effective leadership. They argue that his policies, while sometimes controversial, produce tangible results. His approach to deregulation and tax cuts, they claim, spurred economic growth and innovation. Trump's critics argue that his policies primarily benefited the wealthy and that his rhetoric has been divisive and harmful. They believe his approach has widened the gap between the rich and the poor. They point to the rising national debt under his administration and his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic as evidence of his failings. Critics argue that his response to the pandemic was inadequate and cost lives. The upcoming election will be a referendum on the direction of the country. It will be a critical moment for voters to express their views on the future leadership of the nation. It is a choice between two vastly different visions for America's future. Each candidate offers a distinct path forward, reflecting their own priorities and values. The American people will decide whether they want to continue down the current path or whether they want to return to the policies of the Trump administration. This decision will shape the nation's trajectory for years to come. Section 5. The unpredictable future: preparing for the unknown. Regardless of who wins the upcoming election, one thing is certain: the future is uncertain. The global landscape is becoming increasingly volatile, with economic uncertainty, political instability, and the looming threat of climate change. It is more important than ever for Americans to be prepared for any eventuality. This means taking steps to ensure your own self-sufficiency. It means having a plan in place for your family in case of an emergency. It means being prepared to weather any storm, both literally and figuratively. Preparedness is not about being fearful, it's about being responsible. It's about taking control of your own destiny and ensuring that you and your loved ones are safe and secure. It's about having the peace of mind that comes from knowing that you are prepared for whatever the future may hold. The government cannot be there for everyone in every situation. It is up to individuals to take responsibility for their own well-being. It is up to us to build resilient communities and support one another. Section 6. Self-reliance, stockpiling for security and peace of mind. One of the most important steps you can take to prepare for an uncertain future is to stockpile essential resources. This includes food, water, medical supplies, and other items that would be necessary for survival in the event of a natural disaster, economic collapse, or other emergency. Start by building a supply of non-perishable food items that can last for an extended period. Consider items such as canned goods, rice, beans, and dried pasta. Ensure you have access to clean drinking water, either through bottled water or a water filtration system. Having a well-stocked first aid kit is essential. Include bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, and any necessary prescription medications. Consider additional supplies like flashlights, batteries, a hand crank radio, and a multi-purpose tool. Building a stockpile of essential resources may seem daunting, but it can be done gradually over time. Start small and gradually build up your supplies. Remember, being prepared is not about panicking. It's about taking sensible precautions to ensure your safety and security. Section 7. A beacon of hope. Reclaiming the American dream. Despite the challenges we face, there is still hope for the future. The American dream is not just a distant memory. It is a living, breathing aspiration that continues to inspire us. The American spirit is one of resilience, innovation, and determination. It is the spirit that drives us to push boundaries, to explore new frontiers, and to achieve the impossible. We have overcome adversity before, and we will do so again. Our history is filled with stories of triumph over trials, of communities coming together to rebuild and renew. The American dream is not dead, it is simply dormant, waiting to be rekindled. It is a dream that belongs to every one of us, regardless of our background or circumstances. The key to reclaiming the American dream is to return to the principles that made it possible in the first place: hard work, individual responsibility, and a belief in a brighter future. These values are the foundation upon which our nation was built. It is time to reject the politics of division and fear and embrace a spirit of unity and optimism. We must come together as one nation, united by our shared hopes and dreams. We need to empower individuals, not government bureaucrats. By giving people the tools and opportunities they need to succeed, we can unleash the full potential of our nation. We need to encourage innovation and entrepreneurship, not stifle it with regulations and red tape. Creativity and ingenuity are the engines of progress and prosperity. We need to restore faith in the free market system that has lifted millions out of poverty and created the most prosperous nation in human history. The free market is a powerful force for good when it is allowed to operate freely and fairly. The American dream is not a guarantee, it is an opportunity. It is a chance to build a better life through hard work, perseverance, and determination. It is an opportunity that is available to all who are willing to work hard, dream big, and never give up hope. No matter the obstacles, the dream remains within reach. It is time to seize that opportunity once again and build a brighter future for ourselves and for generations to come. Together, we can reclaim the American dream and make it a reality for all.